Thank you. How's everyone doing tonight? We good? Please say something. I'm so nervous. I'm literally like sweating right now. I can confidently say I've been waiting for this day my whole entire life, even though this is not my wedding. That is the truth. I've known Mary my whole entire life. I am her bestest friend ever. That is my legitimate title. Partly because I'm one of the only people that could stand her for this long. It's been 20 years with all of this, and it's been a blessing. It really, really has. And I've tried writing this like 100 times, but I realized like, oh shoot, the ceremony's starting. I have nothing to say. So here I am. I still don't really know what to say exactly, because both these people mean so much to me, and I don't want to get emotional, so I like made up jokes about them, and I was like, nah. I use humor as like a coping mechanism, so we're just gonna try to like get through this as simple as possible. But Mary's been my first for many different things. She's been my first best friend. She's my first fight. She also was my first kiss. I don't know if anyone knew that, but thank God our relationship didn't progress in that way. I guess we wouldn't be here. But thank you. I did like it. She did too. We were 5. It's fine. We've been a long-distance relationship for a couple of years now. I go to school out of state. I remember her calling me and telling me, like, hey, like, you know that guy B? We're pursuing each other. And my first thought, I was like, oh my gosh, B, like the hot homeschooler from Palestra that followed around Mr. Norm. Like, what? When did this happen? But she told me about him, and she was like, Allie, I really want your honest opinion about him. I need you to keep your eye open for him and see how he's doing. First time I met him, he taught me how to shuffle. He snuck me into a concert. I mean, it was a great first impression, and I respected it, you know, homeschool. Raise your hand if you're homeschooled or you were homeschooled. Yeah! It brings people together, is all I'm saying, you know? But in all honesty, like, I can't express how much these two mean to me. Mary's been my best friend for 20 years. It's been a lot. It's been a journey, and I wish the best for you too. I mean, we always said that we wanted to marry each other's best friends, and B, you might not be my best friend, but that's okay too. But you're marrying her, you're marrying me as well. I will never leave you guys. I've been here through it all, and I'm never gonna leave. So I truly do trust Mary and her judgment. The fact that she's with someone as incredible as B, I've seen him treat her with respect, with love. He's protected her. He's taught her a lot of things. And if she's marrying this man, he must be good enough, because I trust your judgment. I trust both of you. I love you guys. I'd like to raise a cheers to the happy couple. Literally, who is the most beautiful bride ever? She is. She literally gave Elsa a run for her money, so let's all give a cheers. I love you guys. I wish you the best. What am I saying? Someone take the mic away. I love you guys. I love you so much. Oh my God, you are amazing. I love you guys.
Thank you for everybody coming here. I really appreciate it. I've also had a long-distance relationship with B for a while. I'm from Indiana, so thank you guys for having me here, and thank you for being here. I also want to thank you, Mary, for being with B. I love him, and I was hoping somebody else would love him more than me, so thank you for that. And you really do look beautiful today, so thank you. Let's give it up for the beautiful couple. So I've known B, we had to have been like 10 or 11. He started coming to my church, and I was like, who's this new kid strutting around, like acting like he runs the place? But I mean, if you know B, that's just how he is. He's always got that charisma about him, that adventure that he really likes to just go after. I remember when we were younger, I had been going to that church for about 3 years, and apparently there was a pond hidden away that I don't think children were supposed to be at. So he says, hey man, come follow me. Like, there's a bunch of tadpoles over here. Like, it's awesome, man. Like, please just come follow me. I'm like, okay, because like, that's what I did. I just followed him around. So I went with him, and we went there and we scooped up a bunch of tadpoles. And I remember him saying, all right, man, let's go ask him. Like, let's take him home. Let's take him. I'm like, no, we're not supposed to be here. My mom doesn't know. He's like, oh, I'll just tell her. I'm like, no, you don't need to tell her because I'm not going to take him. Like, what? What do you mean? So he goes up. He's like, Mrs. Jennings, can we keep these tadpoles? And I'm like thinking in the back of my head, like, thanks, man. Like, I'm going to be grounded for a week because I wasn't supposed to be over there. And she's like, oh, yeah, sure. And that's just like, it's just like B to a point. Like, it's just what he does. He's a smooth talker. He's adventurous, and he just loves doing it. And then to make it worse, like later that month, there was a really bad rain, and like it filled up this like trench with water, like probably up like 3 feet. And we're like 12, so like that's almost to our shoulders. Like and he's like, hey man, like let's go. And I'm like, I don't know how to swim. So like, I don't think my mom would really appreciate that. So, but yet again, you know, I followed him because that's who he is and that's what kind of leader and man he is. And I just followed him. And once again, like, he just talked my mom out of it, and I'm like, I gotta keep this kid around. Like, he's gonna keep getting me out of trouble, you know. Like, I gotta stay with him. But you know, our relationship progressed, and you know, when he moved away here to Michigan, it was a struggle, but we did stay connected. You know, I love him. We'd visit each other, you know, multiple times a year. I'd stay up here for a couple weeks. He'd go down there for a couple weeks, and it was awesome. And it's incredible to me that even through college and, you know, everything that we did, we still have this close bond that we have. I came up a couple weeks ago for his bachelor party, and I actually got pulled over. I'd only been pulled over like one time in my life, and I'm like, all right, I'm done. I'm getting a ticket. I'm going to jail. He's like, hey, man, don't worry about it. The cop walks up to the window, and he's just like, oh, hey, this is my, before I could even say anything, I'm driving. Like, he's like, oh, man, hey, this is my best man. He just drove up from Indiana. He's not from here, you know. And she's like, oh, yeah, whoa, I could tell from the plates. Like, and he just talks to her. I give her my license. I give her my registration. She walks away. I'm like, I'm getting a ticket. Like, it was a no turn on right. No turn on red. I turned on red. Ticket, you know, and he's like, no, man, you're fine. She walks back. She's like, oh, I'm just going to give you a warning. Like, you guys have fun. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, are you kidding me? Like, but that's just like, once again, that's what he is. That's who he is. And that's like the type of man that he really is. And I always wondered in my head, I was like, whoever marries this man, she's going to have to be a strong woman. not only to, you know, put up with him and be able to, you know, stick up for herself, but also to, you know, be a partner with him and go on adventures with him and be somebody that's going to push him to new heights. And that's exactly what Mary is. And I'm just so happy that they found each other and they were able to, you know, come together. And I know they're going to do great things. Even to the point, even at the rehearsal dinner, me and my girlfriend Christiana were sitting there, and we were just talking. We're like, it's incredible to see the patience that he's learned with being through Mary. Like, he's such a go person, and I knew he wanted to leave, and they started playing the piano and singing, and I heard her say to him, like, oh, it's okay, they're just singing, and just seeing the patience in him, that's something that I never thought was going to happen, but it happened, and it's just a testament to Mary and who she is. But they really do complement each other, and she really does a great job of keeping him grounded, but also, you know, helping him go to new heights. And I'm really happy that they found each other and they're going to be able to do this. But let's just have a toast to the bride and the groom, to being married, and to the new adventure that they're starting of marriage. So, cheers. Cheers.
As those two, I am the son of a pastor, but I'll try. No, seriously, I'd like to thank you guys all again on behalf of the Kraft family for coming out. For my sake and yours, I'll try and keep it brief. I'm not great. But no, seriously, growing up, me and B had a bit of a rocky relationship. I was kind of a jerk and also not a very good younger brother, and Benjamin was rightfully agitated by my presence most of the time. So needless to say, there was a bit of conflict in our household. But more recently, me and Benjamin have gotten to know each other a lot better, and we've forged a new relationship, I think a deeper and a better relationship than we've ever had before. And I'm proud to share a passion with you for pro-life work. Together with Austin and now with Mary, I'm very excited to get to know you through that weird little sphere of business trips that we go on together. But I've watched your relationship with Mary, and I've watched how you guys have matured, and I can see that you guys are such a fantastic role model, not just for me, but for everybody around you guys. And I've watched as you guys have both carefully contemplated each other's interests and wants and desires as you guys have made decisions. And I've seen how quick you are to support one another, even when it's uncomfortable or you're outside of your comfort zone or don't know what you're doing. Mary, I think of when you came to St. Louis with us and you were like, I don't really know what I'm doing here, but I'll try and figure out this shtick. And you did a great job roping in people and giving them the sales pitch. That was awesome. But perhaps most notably, Benjamin, I've seen how you've honored Mary. And Mary, I've seen how you've honored Benjamin. So my charge to the both of you is to continue to grow together now as you guys become one person, and to continue to consider each other's interests above your own. And lastly, and most importantly, is to continue to honor each other in every way, just as unto the Lord. So I don't have a drink, I don't even have water, but I'd like to raise a toast to B and Mary.
Together, we knew that there really was only one option for us and the Beard family. We often express ourselves through song. Many of you have been a part of our many sing-alongs in the kitchen, and my dad's, whoever he went, his amazing dancing matriarch. Yes, which is really where Mary got all her talent. Right there, everybody. Mary has been dancing for our family, and many of you since she was 2 years old, bopping around the house, and we've seen her just grow and progress to the professional stage in Grand Rapids, so we've just loved always seeing you perform and cheering you on. So tonight, we wanted to give you our own little performance. So, Mason, here we go. Dearest, darlingest sister, our new brother, there may be some confusion as to who the diva is. So to start you on your journey and to help with expectations, B, you had no sisters to help you until now. Yes, there is no confusion, for you see our sister is fiercely loyal, bold and gorgeous, but all that beauty don't come cheap. This is our sister, a dancer so true. You'll see the moment the bill comes to you. Those nails are growing, her hair needs mowing, the money's flowing. How are you feeling? Mary is her name, fashion is her game. Trust us, all the spending will be worth it. For her bling, her nails, her nose ring, let's just say she's worth it all. Every little change, however small, means another quick trip to the mall. But now to tell the whole truth, a discovery so shocking that her bill you might be topping. When we counted your shoes, and I do admit she is a catch. Now your styles both will match. Together you'll be shrimping, primping, posing for your whole life long. So it really is an honor for all of us to be together tonight to celebrate this very, very special occasion and these very special people that are very dear to our hearts. And, Mary and Benjamin, You could not be more perfect for each other. All joking aside, you complement each other in every way, and we couldn't be more proud of you. We love the way you express your love for one another, the fun that you guys have together. No one can top them at a costume party. Nobody. So, with that being said, we have a toast.
Oh, and well, we also are really ready to be ants, so please.
Well, please give